2020 was a very tough and trying year, not for just one country, but for the whole world. As we know, a very unexpected virus caught the globe by surprise and changed our way of life as we know it. During the COVID-19 pandemic, companies shut down and schools closed nationwide, limiting access to food, medication, healthcare, and education, causing a worldwide panic. Fast forward to today, with the help of vaccines and advanced medical care, we've come a long way in our battle of ending this pandemic. Unfortunately, the virus mutated, rendering vaccines less effective and kids more vulnerable to this unknown disease. Kids are going to school and catching COVID at alarming rates. Hospital beds are filling up with kids across the country, raising uncertainty for parents and governments everywhere. At Mayat K-12, we took swift action and converted fully into online operations and brought private school to the doorsteps of children nationwide, providing free tutoring and countless hours of help to children, keeping your babies safe in their homes. We pride ourselves as the best private school to care for your children during these very trying times, and we expect another amazing year for our students across the country. Bring your child back to Mayat University because we care, we pay attention, and we love. Mayat K-12. Let's have another amazing year. Click the link below and enroll now.
Yes, indeed, family. Before we begin, I have to remind the family that we have the Meta Crypto Bundle, all right? For a limited time only, we are selling the Meta Crypto Bundle, over 12 hours of information that's dealing with NFTs, DeFi, DAOs, dApps, you name it, all things crypto. All right, so check us out. That is the Meta Crypto Bundle for the family that's out there. And also anybody looking for vaccination waivers, please hit us on the email. That's Red Pillar 75. Let me give you that at Proton Mail. Hit us up. All right, hit us up. And with that being said, to the people in yours, welcome to Melanin Tuesdays. All right, special episode Melanin Tuesdays. I'm currently on the road, so we're tapping in from Savannah, Georgia. Shout out to all of the family in beautiful Savannah, Georgia. Scenic, historical Savannah, Georgia. Greetings to everyone out there. Let me know how the picture is coming through on my side and whatnot. Let me know how the picture is coming through, and also let me know how the audio is coming through. You feel me? Is that your hometown? That's beautiful. You have a beautiful hometown. The minute I touched down, I felt the ancestral energy of this hometown. It's a very beautiful place, especially from what I've been able to see. But before we get into anything, let's do the roll call. Let's see who's in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see who's in the building. All right. Tallahassee is in the building. All right. Peace to Tallahassee. Tallahassee's in the building. Quincy, Illinois is in the building. Shout out to Quincy, Illinois. Atlanta's in the building. All right. I see you. I see you. Houston is in the building. Shout out to Houston. Houston, Lexington is in the building. PG, Maryland. Washington State, Philadelphia, Cambridge, PA, Cleveland. Shout out to the land. All right. Cleveland, Dirty Jersey, Waco, Texas. Okay. The Bam Bam, Alabama in the building. UK, Birmingham Veg. Shout out to Birmingham Veg. Okay, now. Moreno Valley. Is that where all the Morenos went? We were looking for them. NC in the building. Harrisburg, Minnesota, Oklahoma, Hawaii, Louisville. Right now. Brunswick, GA. That's where the Tingamajing was at. Brunswick Blue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brunswick. I got that trial going on and whatnot. You know, good luck with that. Yeah, feels me. Kansas City. All right. Little Goddess is in the building. Y'all shout out Little Goddess. Give Little Goddess a shout out. You feel me? She is the moderator tonight, handling the BI in the chat room. So make sure when you see the links from Little Goddess that is approved by Know the Ledge, all of those that she's dropping in the chat room are official. I highly recommend that you click on those links and take full advantage of what it is that she is sharing with you. All right. From the people that we're affiliated with, all the way to the products and the offerings that we have and whatnot. Okay, then. So, first and foremost, I have to say that I have to tell my brother Blue Pill a very happy birthday. I don't believe in belated because, you know, it is what it is.
It's not a birthday, but I can understand.
Born day, solar return. Me and this young man just celebrated our 46th cycle. You know what I mean? And we don't call it old anymore. We're 46 years new, right? As you go down the line, you renew yourself. You get newer and whatnot. I don't know what old is. So it was a wonderful event. It was a wonderful celebration. I made the conscious decision at the last minute to be amongst my family, my Umi to be exact, my twin brother, and other family members. So I headed down to Atlanta, and during the weekend, there were a multitude of events taking place. I've been hearing a lot about my good brother, Brother Truth, and he had a remedy conference dealing with remedy. Big remedies, real time,
real life,
big remedy.
big remedy.
And I said to myself, going into this new cycle, you know, the way that you honor yourself on your solar return or your born day is that when you enter a new cycle, you may want to start doing new things. You feel me? You may start wanting to, you know, switch up your look, switch up your dress, you know, switch up your fresh, switch up purpose, switch up business, switch up branding, you know, rebrand yourself. All of these things are in alignment with that new energy. So I said to myself, instead of sitting around, I want to be immersed with information that's solution based, so I could get clarity as to how I'm going to be moving going into this new cycle. And I made the right decision because I promise you, from the minute I stepped in, I stepped in Atlanta and I ran up on my brother Chicago Crypto. He was doing a private class called Burn and Earn. They smoke trees and they talk about NFTs, DeFi, all things crypto. And it opened up my eyes. You know, it opened up my eyes. I was able to see a few people who I was seeing via the internet, you know, and I kind of wanted to meet these individuals, brother by the name of El Crypto, who's been killing it on the NFT market with brother Nadi, and they've been selling the rare bears.
Who's it?
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, he was there. You feel me? So I got to hear, you know, a lot of the behind the scenes machinations on how they move and whatnot. And I was definitely I was satisfied. I was like, okay, all right, these okay, you know, I could feel the wealth, you know what I mean? I could feel the wealth of it. Let me show you our good brother El Crypto, because you know this is about highlighting people that are doing things and making moves and whatnot, because you know sometimes we might not realize who's who and who's doing what. Hold on, let me jump back into it. Social currency. I'm here with El Crypto. What's going down? El Crypto, Web3 developer for the culture, social currency. Go follow El Crypto 77.
What did he give it?
77. I give out money. I gave out $1 million. Come on. Look me up on the blockchain. I gave out $1 million to my community. I don't know why I was acting slow like that. I can't tell you why. But we don't do buffering videos and shit like that. But if you go to the Instagram page, you know what I'm talking about? I put a lot of the festivities out there because I was like, let me not be private with my celebrations. Let me not be private with the classes that I'm sitting in. I was a student this week and I humbled myself. You know, people were like, yo, you're not hitting the stage, you're not doing nothing. I said, nah, not this year. You know, not this year, bro. I don't want to burn myself out. I'm gonna sit in the audience and soak this shit up. Like there's people out here that are doing shit and they're teaching and whatnot. And you know, I'm a receipt type of person. I saw a few receipts, you know. So I'm focused, and I hope not. I hope to not lose any focusedness moving forward and whatnot. I just want to pick up more focus and more momentum. More momentum, you know, more momentum. The momentum, to be honest with you, it starts with me, but it also has a lot to do with y'all. You feel me? This network that I'm building up, the KTL family, the network. I'm really feeling the effects of it. I really am honored, you know, just by the multitude of people that are out here, not just supporting by clicking like or sharing or subscribing, you know, actually really showing up in real time. The people that I'm seeing in real life, running into, you know, because that's the best shit for me, running into people in real life. What can we do over the internet? The shit is cute, looking at people and clicking on like and everything, but there's a wall that's separating real time interactions and whatnot. It really clicks when you could look a person in their eye and basically pound them up and give them some love and whatnot and be in their vicinity. That's when that's what this shit is about for me. So, you know, it is it's lit, you know what I mean? Like I don't know any other way to say it. And then show you how the ancestors shine their favor, their grace and favor on me and Blue for our birthday, you know, or our born day for that matter, our solar return. I was able to link up with the brother Tariq Nasheed, aka X, you know, who is working on a new documentary and whatnot, dealing with the Maroons, okay, and the American Maroons, which is something that a lot of people probably are not familiar with. You feel me? So we were able to tap in with the good brother. To be honest with you, this has been a few years in the making. You know, we wasn't able to get in a few of the documentaries that we were actually scheduled to be a part of. We were slated to be in about 2 of the documentaries that already came out, but scheduling conflicts and a few other things got in the way of that. So now we were able to film for this one, the American Maroons, and we smoked that shit. I don't have my sound effects, but let off the bomb right now. And to this day, and also the air horn. Huh?
Body that.
Body bag. To this day. Insert sound effects. You know? Oh, your dad's 81st birthday was your dad is a legend. You know what I'm talking about? Your dad is a legend. Yeah. Yeah. Tell him the pillar said was popping. So yeah, that was a good look. You know, that was a good look. We were able to represent, you know what I'm saying, and drop some information. Your boy was clean. That's right. You know, you gotta clean up right. You gotta clean up righteously. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, that's what's up. I think Nick Cannon said that he's gonna be putting out the Savvy documentary. You know, I might get 1 minute FaceTime on that. You know what I mean? I'm sure that, you know, he's not gonna dedicate too much time, but you never know. I want my mother to get her proper shine on that documentary. I'm not even really concerned with me per se. Mama Pill needs about, you know, she needs her scenes.
30 minutes. Yeah.
At least 30 minutes. At least 30 minutes.
Well, you smack.
Facts. So he gotta stay in the gym, keep the calisthenics going, because mine is gonna run down. It don't make no sense.
That's her story.
You know.
Fuck out of here.
Allah Regime, peace to God. What's good with you, my good brother? What's good with you? Y'all looking tall? What you think? We are shorties or something? You know what I'm talking about? This is a tall man game. Yeah, belt is on clean. Yeah. Belt is on clean. You know what I'm talking about? Belt, yeah, a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of Saison, sprinkle, you know what I'm talking about? A little bit of cleansing, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that part. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, a little clean. And just like that, my new love is filmed. Just like that. Just like that. Like, it don't take much for me. I'm on my film shit right now. And I kind of said this to people that are close to me, my comrades and whatnot. And I don't know if I mentioned it on this show, but I'll let y'all know that one of the New Year's resolutions was that I'm going to focus on the art going into 2022 and the new cycle and whatnot, which is equals a 10 completion. You know, we've been focusing on the science so long, you know, the teaching, you know, and all of that stuff. But it's time to focus on the arts, because naturally, to be honest with you and keep it a buck, my G, I'm an artist at heart. Like, that's really what I am. I am an artist. You know what I mean? I am an artist. So the music, the literature, the artwork, film, and some other things, maybe even some poetry out this biatch. But I'm gonna immerse myself in the arts. I'm gonna sit at the feet of A.A. Rashid, the people that are doing it in the space already. I don't want to, you know, I want to, like I said, I'm in student mode. I want to learn some things and whatnot, because I don't know everything. Yeah, fashion. Thank you. You brought that. Yeah, fashion. I want to get on some couture shit. You know, lean a little bit into the grown man thing, you know what I'm saying? Grown man's dress up. And I almost forgot, on our birthday, I got to give y'all a rundown on the weekend and whatnot. I was able to go to a Lizzie Jeff Zen and Kush situation. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I went. What are you talking about? Zen and Kush, Lizzie Jeff, literary. It was a lituation, you know. I'm sure, I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Lizzie, but she puts on some very, she calls it erotic type of events, you know, and it just so happened to drop directly on my birthday, which was the 14th. It was very intimate. It was small. I'm gonna play a little clip, not safe for work. That part, you know what I'm talking about? Not safe for work.
Now he kissing my neck, then proceeded to acknowledge this was wet. Then he asked for consent. Our connection is lit. We high gazing for a minute, then got lost in the fit. His tongue was worshiping Venus, then floated between it. Took me through all the dimensions till we landed.
Yeah, I guess it's a good time to remind y'all about conscious connections. You feel me? You gotta sign up to that.
Baby, can I share my heart with you? Give me some time. I want to learn more about.
So you know, a lot of sage burning and whatnot. You know, we was sipping on tea. You know, I'm talking about just doing a lot of grown man things, man. I don't really know how to explain it, but you know, she's tapped in. She's tapped in. Shout out to Kamala. You dig? You know, it was lit. We was turned. I'm talking about. It was in the building. And yeah, so if y'all ever get a chance to go to a Lizzie Jeff Zen and Kush erotic exotic event, don't miss out. It goes back to a conversation that I had a few shows ago where I was speaking about bringing back sensuality, bringing back, tantalizing stimuli, right? But at a higher level, not that shit that they do at Magic Cities, you know, I'm not slamming that culture, but I'm saging them. You know what I'm talking about? We're not dealing with lower frequency, especially when it comes to sensuality. Okay? Sensuality is not taboo. It's not something that we should shame. It's not anything to run away from. It's actually healing. It's actually therapeutic. You feel me? It's actually at the base of it, it's all powerful, right? It's all powerful. When the Kundalini is rising and you're in an environment where you feel, you know, calm and safe, because that's the main thing that the sisters were reiterating, that they feel safe. It's about safe. Yeah, more tantric. You feel me? More tantric. When the music is right, the sister does some very high vibrational music. She's not, you know, you don't hear a lot of curse words and derogatory. She doesn't have lower frequencies in her music. So the music matches the mood and whatnot. She had a brother playing the saxophone. There were fruits available and whatnot. There were roses. They had rose petals that were on the floor and whatnot. The lights were low. There was aromatherapy. And to be honest with you, it was multicultural. It wasn't just melanated people in the building. It was multicultural. There was, you know, there was different people from different nationalities amongst us. And everybody was respectful. You know what I'm talking about? And they were receiving and whatnot, because the sister is the star, and she's, you know, she resonates with the female gender. She resonates with people of different nationalities from both genders. From both genders. So you know, we just have to enjoy ourselves. We have to enjoy ourselves, you know. So the next time we hear of something like that and we could pull up, let's do that. You know what I mean? You know, I'm a traveler. I get on a plane and I go places. I'm not. What sister are we talking about? Lizzie Jeff. Lizzie Jeff. That's who we're talking about. So I look forward to doing something in 2022 with this network where we could link up and we could do a multitude of things. You know what I mean? We could do a multitude of things. You know what I'm saying? We could link up and do retreats. We could deal with solutions, right? We could come together and do workshops. At night, we could get together and do some type of, social, setting and whatnot. Or we could collaborate and create, because I'm really big on that too. Okay? I'm really big on that too. So, with that being said, let's talk about some things going on in the news. The last time that we got together was on Thursday, right? I got on early because Blue Pill and Father Rich was doing meditation. So I hopped on about 8 o'clock and I did my show, and I told everybody, make sure y'all catch up with Brother Rich and Blue Pill so you could be able to tap into the meditations, right? And then I also acknowledged at 11 p.m. part 2 of the Drink Champs interview with Kanye West will be debuting on Revolt TV, conveniently around the same time the Blue Pill is doing a global meditation, right? So after Blue Pill did his thing and sent out a protective light and a protective force field and a shield to protect the babies, right? And I don't know what the baby we were protecting, but I don't know if it's all the babies. And it was lit, it was the resonance from that was very powerful. I took that energy and then I went over to watch the interview, the part 2 on Revolt TV from Kanye West, right? Oh, Kanye and Drake ended their beef tonight. What's tonight? Let me see what's today.
Momentary.
The 16th.
Yeah, go for that.
And man, oh man, I tapped in to part 2 after the meditation. I was on high, literally after the meditation. I was buzzing, I was lit. Then I went and I checked out the interview, and man, oh man, it was everything that I wanted it to be. This one, part 2, in my humble opinion, was 10 times heavier than part 1. He was spazzing. He was shooting 4-pointers from the foul line.
All bars.
Yeah, it was all bars. No fluff, no filler. All bars. You're talking about all one-handed windmill dunks and whatnot. He was going in. And it comes highly recommended that if you have the opportunity, check out part 2. They're not making a lot of hoopla about it in the media, and I know why. It wasn't as messy as part 1, because keep in mind, the media highlighted the messy shit, right? That's what the media, the small hat owned media, highlighted all of the messy things in part 1. Him throwing Big Sean under the bus, him talking crazy about Talib. All of that was highlighted. They didn't necessarily talk about when he was really talking real shit, like the Dr. Sabi shout out and things like that. They weren't highlighting that. They were highlighting the messy shit, the gossip, the tea and whatnot. They're into the tea, right? That's not when we go in, we check these interviews out. We're not showing up for the tea. We don't care about the tea. The tea does nothing for anyone except distract you even further and put you in people's business. That's not what we show up for. We're showing up for the solution talk. We're showing up to see what page this man is on this month, because he has varying he is literally energy and motion. If energy and motion was a person, it would be a Kanye. So I don't necessarily, when it comes to the Ye, I won't be like, well, next year when we pull up on him, he's gonna be on something different. This window of opportunity that he opened up, where he's showing that he's open to having somebody got to sit with that man. That's all I know. Somebody. This is a large network that we are all connected to, and there's some people that the celebrities are very familiar with in this network. So somebody is going to eventually sit down with Yeezy. You know what I'm talking about? Ye is on the dark side, nigga, and so are we. What are you talking about? So are we. Like, what side are you on? You know, what are you, a nun? Something? Who So, you know, he's calling out, and I don't know, I got ears that can hear. He's basically throwing out the line to say, somebody get at me. He's calling out individuals to link up with him. You know what I'm talking about? There was a lot of Swahili being, there was a lot of Swahili in his talk. What does that mean? That means he was talking, but he was also talking. You know what I'm talking about? So you on God's side? Well, that's cool. You should be Yeezy's choir then. You know what I'm talking about? You should be at Sunday service on God's side. Go sing for Yeezy. You know? He said every name except Farrakhan. Well, we know how you feel about Farrakhan. He from the Shy, from the Shy. He don't got to say Farrakhan name. He's focused on getting the old man out of jail. You know what I mean? And that's honorable. That's honorable. You know what I'm talking about? That's honorable. I look forward to see what's going to come out of that. You had some criticism about him saying Elon is his peers. Oh, it's cool. It's preference.
That's his man.
Yeah, it's preference. That's his man. Ye and Drake just linked up in Scorpio season. It's a little bit of humble pie going around. Like I said, it's a little bit of humble pie. That Travis Scott fallout is kind of nasty. You know what I mean? It's kind of ugly. Kind of ugly. But that's his man's. Elon is his man's. People have their hangups about who Elon really is and what he represents. Cool. But yeah, he considers him his peer as another billionaire, as a visionary, right? I remember they were rocking before, because Elon's really started getting buzzing recently. The average, he wasn't like a household name like that. Ye was pushing him when he was geeked out. Before he got on people's radar, Ye was already rolling with him, or he was rolling around Ye. So yeah, he really misses his family. He really does. He really does. Yeah, he cooked Drake and Travis like in he stir fried them. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to hear nobody got to say he cooked them.
Look at his body language. That's forced. That's Jay Prince not calling for the old man. Like, that's not natural. That shit gonna fall out.
Yeah, that's not natural. That ain't.
Niggas got gripes.
That's look at the body language. Get the 5 over with. You know what I mean? Drake been in the gym boxing. Shoot the feezy. You know what I mean? We not doing fake love. Like, that's not real love.
I'm like talking about my wish. You got
right.
Shoot me the 5. Then we could be.
That's a Jay Prince move. That's a Jay Prince power move for Larry Hoover. But the conversation around Larry Hoover is spicy. The conversation around Larry Hoover is spicy. If Larry Hoover is able to come home and talk that talk, the possibilities of the street war in Chicago, I'm not going to say ending. I'm going to say that everything is about change, right? Everything is about change. Everything is about transformation, especially in the Scorpio season. 2021 to me has been a Scorpio year, right? We need some type of change. And I'm talking about change for the better. I don't believe in change for the worse. I believe that we've hit a crescendo when it comes to how low we could go and whatnot, and it will be change for the better. But the big homie, the old man coming home, especially in the condition that our people, the climate that's outside, if you've been paying attention to the Rittenhouse trial, if you've been paying attention to the, I don't even know of the name of the assaulters or the murderers of Ahmaud Arbery, because they're giving, you know what I mean? Somebody pointed it out the other day, and I pointed it out years ago when they had the Trayvon Martin trial. Why are they calling it the Trayvon Martin trial? Is he on trial? Yes, he was on trial. No, he wasn't on trial, but who he represented was on trial. We're talking Trayvon Martin. The Black Hood was on trial, and he died in a gray hood. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it clear that they kept pushing Black Hood, Black Hood, Black Hood. But when you go and look at the evidence, they have his hoodie in the Smithsonian. It's not black, it's a gray hood. So they were talking about a Black Hood after the Trayvon Martin trial, when they acquitted Zimmerman for killing an archetype. He was killing an archetype. He was killing an archetype. He wasn't just killing that young man. He killed an archetype. And after that, that's when you've seen the murders of Black children skyrocket from each other and at the hands of the popo and at the hands of these quote unquote race soldiers. That's what you begin to see. Mike Brown being the next one that was a public figure and an archetype. When Darren Wilson said that the reason why he shot him, he described what that archetype was. He said he looked like the Hulk. He looked like a monster to me. And they've utilized that quote unquote defense. That's what George Floyd got wiped out. You know what I mean? And they were like, he was a giant, he was a monster, and he had to get taken down. You know? So the condition that our people are in as a result of not having proper leadership, not having big homies, not having, you know, the youth being completely willfully ignorant, right? Not submitting to counsel and whatnot, being so arrogant that they feel that they have the answers, but they're not doing anything to put in no work. They're not moving the golf. They're not moving the goalposts. They're not tapping in. So when they wind up acquitting Rittenhouse, and when they wind up acquitting those killers in Brunswick, Georgia, of Ahmaud Arbery and whatnot, people are gonna get a fake. They already fake Negro outrage on social media because the judge allowed this dude to pick the 12 jurors that are gonna determine his verdict. And then they threw away the gun charge and whatnot. Me personally, I'm not investing my emotions into that case whatsoever. I don't give a F. I'm not going to be a part of this quote unquote Negro outrage where they push your buttons and whatnot and get you all in your feeling to exert energy that you'll never be able to use for you. You're not able to, once you let that shit go and you on social media whining and whatnot and sounding wild moist and whatnot, you'll never be able to use that energy. Somebody's going to take the energy and circumvent it and turn that shit into something else, another spell. Okay? Another spell. We know what the judge is on. We know what the prosecution and the defense is on. So we know from this trial moving forward, stop talking about when justice is served. Stop talking about we just going to wait for the verdict. You should throw that away. You should stop. You should have been stopped talking like that after the Zimmerman verdict and whatnot. We should have took it back to the real justice, people's court. You dig what I'm saying? But people
it seems that y'all are non-believers. You don't believe you don't believe the tree in what you're seeing. Niggas is in denial, right? And that's not a river in Egypt. You're in denial, right? So once you get out of denial, then you'll realize there is no, we taking this to night court. We taking this to people's court. We don't need, we're not dealing with their system anymore, because we know that their system, if they had to show you a glaring example that the system is built for them, it was these two cases. Why are we wasting time? You know, yeah, Zimmerman been dropped this location. Why are we wasting time? Shout out to Baba TV. Yeah, cognitive dissonance. So where's the pressure? Pressure bust pipes. Where's the pressure at? You know what I'm talking about? There is no pressure. There is no pressure whatsoever except the bobbleheads. You saw the video where they was like, stop letting the preachers and the pastors in the courtroom. He was like, y'all got Al Sharpton in here. He's not even from out here. Why is he in here?
Who's in there?
Defense attorney in the Rittenhouse trial, they were complaining to the judge that there was too many pastors pulling up. They were like, the pastors are going to sway the jury with all of that Christian shit. So I don't even want to talk at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I don't even want to talk. Y'all should not want to talk. You feel me? I'm not going to be, I am going to remove my emotions from all of these situations, because it's 3-card Monty, bro. It's 3. Why we keep playing that hand and they be switching the ball right in your face when you're looking at it there. You know what I mean? Like, it's 3-card Monty. They playing us consistently, getting your sneaker money every single time. The civil rights all-stars, the civil rights Avengers, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? The civil rights winter, what was this shit called? Winter Storm, or yeah, that part. The civil rights Power Rangers. The code switchers. You know? If the energy is not on Yeezy time and a few dials up from it, I don't want it going into this one. If it ain't on Yeezy, Drink Champs energy and up, because it only goes up from that point. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want it. I do not want it at all, because it's not even going. It has no reverberations. He set a bar in so many ways, dealing with, you know, how celebrities should be bumping their gums in 2021 and giving it up. And to be honest with you, people are like, oh, he went there, he gave it up. He was really just giving y'all like level 3. He's not really going in like that. He's just giving you level 3 of what this conversation should be in 2021 amongst all of these artists who inundate themselves with consciousness via YouTube while in the studio, while in the back of their Uber and whatnot. They're locked in the same way that you locked in. Don't get it effed up. They're locked in the same way that you're locked in. So as a result of that, their conversation, their narrative should automatically step up. So kudos for that man for not being afraid to tap into that energy and whatnot, and keeping it, you know, keeping it real with himself, you know? Yeah, I saw the Nori distractions too, right? He ain't waste no time in the second interview. It might have been 2 minutes in. He was shooting down his planes like, wait, what? Oh my goodness, what does that mean? Okay, Nori, it's all right. You know. So, the spook that sat by the door energy. Yeah. I mean, them spooks that been by the door, they done turned into doorknobs or door stoppers. The spook sat by the door too long. They didn't even open the door for us. The spook that sat by the door turned into a doorman that's not letting niggas in the building. Like, real, the spook became the door. Exactly. The spook is a doorknob at this point. Niggas done flipped the spooks. They done flipped the spooks. Yeah, when he started talking about Kamala, your boy Nori was looking like he was ready to jump out the side door or something. You know what I'm talking about? He looked like he was ready to jump out of the side door. Shout out to everybody sending the Cash App. I appreciate y'all. Let's talk about the baby. Ladies. Man. Okay, first and foremost, when we were dealing with the situation with the baby getting canceled and whatnot, I brought up the fact that he's going to be back in the news because of his situation with his new baby moms. I already knew that it was going to be a car crash coming. I already knew that this was destined to be a failure and whatnot. I was just kind of timing it out. And he showed the world, I think it was like yesterday, right, that the name DaBaby is not just a name for him. He's literally, Blue Pill called it out. Blue was like, the baby is that baby from Baby Boy. The beginning of Baby Boy, they have the intro to Baby Boy. They quote Dr. Francis Cress Welsing in the movie, right? If you haven't seen it, or if you forgot, or if you didn't realize it, there's a scene in the beginning of the movie where they show a reenactment of a child inside of the womb and whatnot, right? A newborn. That is that the artist known DaBaby, right? That's that nigga right there. He is an overgrown child. This is a man. This is not even a man. This is a grown child, right? Who has a lot of quote unquote development issues, right? He represents a nation of niggas, okay? He's not by himself. He represents, he is an archetype. He is an archetype. He is an archetype. He represents mad niggas that I know, right? He is literally on his third childhood. The way that he handled the mother of his child just shows you what kind of person we're dealing with and whatnot. I could tell a lot about a nigga's character by the way they handle the mothers of their children and by the way that they handle people who they should be handling in private, right? Who they should be holding. I don't give a, because none of us have perfect lives. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody has issues. Everybody runs into a brick wall every now and then. Everybody has a little bit of friction, especially if you're with somebody and you're not with them, or especially if you have a child by somebody and y'all are not together and married and whatnot. Chances are there's like a 6 and a 10. There's like a 6 out of 10 chance that shit is gonna get a little sloppy out there. Y'all gonna bump heads because the cord hasn't necessarily been cut. And how could you cut the cord on an individual who you created a whole life with? You're locked in. That's your co-defendant. Y'all finna spend a whole fucking bit together. Eddie Murphy and motherfucking Martin Lawrence on Life, nigga. You're locked in for life. That's your co-defendant. Lock in, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Get comfortable because y'all finna spend your whole life together. So when you know that you about to spend your life together with a grown ass woman, with an adult, even if she's not acting like an adult, you have to figure out in the relationship, right? Who the fuck is the adult? You have to identify whoever the adult is. That's the person that has to force the other person to either rise up to their level, or you have to completely ignore that person and keep moving and focus on your motherfucking business, focus on your bag, focus on your family, the rest of your family or whatever, because people go through emotions. This woman is 3 months The child is 3 months. She's going through what is known as postpartum. This is not the time to kick her out of the motherfucking house, bruh. This is not the time to call the police on her, you bird ass nigga. How can you call the police on the mother of your child, even if she struck? I mean, I don't co-sign domestic and whatnot. I'm not a co-signer of domestic. I know niggas do get smacked though. I know shit gets thrown at us. You dig what I'm saying? I know a nigga gets scratched every now and then. Shit happens. I'm not calling the police. I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm not calling the popo. I'm gonna film you. You know what I mean? You're gonna be on candid camera. Yeah, we're gonna get the evidence. I'm not going live. I'm not calling a po. None of that is going to happen, because once I do that, that means I lost control. Once I do that, I just forfeited all of the control that I have over the situation, and I interjected somebody else. This nigga brought thousands of people in the middle of him and his quote unquote whiz, or the child's mother, not his baby mama, because baby mama is a derogatory term. That's his daughter's mama. Okay, that's the child's mama. And there's nobody on the planet that can tell anyone how many children's mothers that you can have, how many children you can have. You know what I mean? Especially if you can afford these children. You dig what I'm saying? What do children need more than diaper money and child support? They need your time. They need your quality time. They need your energy. They need some type of healthy relationship between the parents and whatnot, so they don't feel heebie-jeebies when they walk into a fucking room. They deserve a little bit of that. So the display that I saw from this man is that he needs intervention from some older, whoever he looks up to, whether it's the Jay-Z, whoever this man says that he looks up to. 50 Cent brought him out to perform. He says that he looks up to 50 Cent. 50 Cent's job as one of the big homies is to grow this nigga up. Because I promise you, the universe is going to pay this nigga back, and we're gonna bear witness to it. It's gonna pay him back for what he did. He transgressed against his own blood. His payback is gonna be brutal. His payback is not gonna be nice. I've seen it happen time after time after time. You cannot escape the transgressions of the shit that you do in a public like that to people who, you know, she looks like a fucking nat. She looks like a nag. She looks like a nat. She looks like she's nagadocious. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, she does look like somebody who will get under your skin. Okay? She does look like that. She appears, that's the vibration that I get when I see this you know, his BM or the mother of the child and whatever. Yeah, granted. But that ain't it, yo. You know, that ain't it. Yeah, he's probably can't escape them bodies. You know, who knows if he's haunted? You know, who knows if he's haunted? Yeah, somebody said 50 is still a child himself. Yeah, 50 didn't deal with his mama issues and shit like that. So, you know, he might not be the one to talk to him. You know? Universe definitely gonna pay him a visit. You know? She seems like she was involved with him. I mean, it was, you know, that was his side piece, right? Whom, if I could remember, they broke up, right? They had a little flingamajing and they broke up, and then she popped up with the baby, right? So you already know, y'all know what negotiation is. All right, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna lay you up, but I don't rock with you like that. I'm not marrying you. You know what I'm talking? You're gonna hold on to this child, and that's not gonna hold on to me though. So I'm finna put you up. You know what I mean? I'm finna put you up. You're gonna be my little sex slave. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna be Uber Skeets. You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna be Hordash. I'll press a button whenever I wanna get something from you. And boom. She got money too. I don't know if she got that much money. You know? I see money with money. If the money ain't equal, they still comparing themselves. I see money get around money, but if the money that gets around other money is not more money, then they feel like, oh, I don't got it. They become fucking dependent. I seen shit like that. I seen money get with money, but if that money is not as much as the other money, they feel like dependents. They the little homie. She turned into the little homie. She was a stripper. Oh, I don't even know her history like that. She Dominican and she be saying goofy shit. And she's a dancer. You know what I mean? She's one of those what do they call that? You know, she borrows from the culture. That part. You know? So fellas, I need y'all to see that and be appalled. I need y'all to see what was going on and be appalled at shit like that and not ever want to follow in the footsteps of a lame like that. That's lame shit. We could sit around and try to come up with all of the excuses. And you know, all of these niggas that be on the internet that hate women, you feel me? Because they wasn't popping in high school or something. Or all of these fake, you know, these niggas that be holding animosity towards the opposite sex and whatnot. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and they're gonna talk crazy about the situation. They're gonna try to throw homegirl under the bus. They're gonna, you know what I mean? They're gonna just talk to her with no emotion. They're gonna have no empathy or compassion towards this lady. You feel me? I could already see it. I could already see it. But I'm here to let you know that, you know, we got to have a little bit of compassion, bro. We got to display some type of compassion. You know, I mean, where's the love, my genius? You know, where's the love? My main thing is you don't do shit in public like that. That relationship is not for the public. You know, because we did clown. They both look like clowns, and they became the laughing stock of the internet. Who don't give a fuck about you? Nothing was solved. Only problems were created. Nothing was solved. Only more problems. That also is a glaring example of what not to do. I don't give a fuck if somebody, I don't care what's going on in the relationship, situationship. Don't put your shit out there in the public. Nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm talking about? We don't have time for that messy shit. We're going to pay attention. We might entertain it. But nobody has time for that bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody got time for that. You know, keep putting your W's on social media. Nobody wants to see the toxicity. I promise you. You become a laughing stock. That stays on your jacket. That stays on your jacket. People see you years from now. They remember the fuck shit. They don't remember the wins. They don't remember when you was lit. They don't remember your W's. They don't remember the platinum party. They don't remember the acceptance speech. They remember when you had egg on your face. They remember when you was out there looking goofy. That shit sticks with you. So I use the buffoonery that's out in the public to be teaching moments to show people like this is not what you do. This is not it, my niggas. This is some loser shit. This is some loser shit. Maybe she kept the baby for the bag. You think? You think? You know what I'm talking about? You think so? I would have just fell back. She, you know, book them, Dana. Book them. You got the baby. Book them. You don't got to be all in the house, ma. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? They got that, you know, ladies, y'all got that working for y'all. Y'all can book a nigga. You can book him. You know what I'm talking about? Take him to the cleaners. Take his ass to the cleaners. There's nothing that he could do. You feel me? There's nothing he could do. So, fellas, be very mindful You know what I mean? Be very, you know, they got waist trainers and they helping all of the sisters lose their stomach and you know all of that shit be going on. Do they have any type of pull-out trainers? Do they have pull-out trainers to help niggas with their pull-out game? Because that's needed these days. Like fellas, stop getting caught up. Stop getting caught up. Stop getting washed up, bro. Learn where to put your phallus. That is very important, especially in these days and times of casual sex. That's why conscious connections is a must. We gotta roll out conscious connections, man. That has to happen. It's coming and whatnot. This week, and oh my goodness, I made some connections with some goddesses. You feel me? I made some connections with some goddesses. Like, I'm not gonna show my hand and whatnot, but please understand and believe that I'm putting together the Avengers of baddies and whatnot. I'm putting together the Avengers of baddies. You know what I mean? You know, we're gonna get y'all. We gonna do some things. We're gonna do some things. You know, and one of the main reasons why I want to bring together some of these, you know, highly influential empresses and goddesses, because they do exist. Let's be clear, they do exist. They are actually alive. They're actually real in real life. You know, we just want to change things and fix things. Like, people could take the baby incidents and create hate campaigns and spend a whole week dragging men, you know what I mean, being very toxic, you know, that hurt with world and whatnot, and furthering the divide amongst the genders. But
think about this. Hold on, just to interject. Like, they was dragging him for choosing, right? They was dragging him for making that selection,
for choosing her,
right? And it was like, black woman, that's what you was fighting for, right? You was beating off Becky, or what you conceived to be Becky, right? Because anybody whose head
he was lit
a particular way, yeah,
when he was getting to the bag,
I was beating him down, talking about, yo, he's taking resources out of the community and bringing them to this, you know, whatever words y'all have for her, and it's like, that's the shit y'all was defending. That's what y'all want,
right?
Now what? You feel me? He is the archetypical prototype of baby boy. He is a nigger. Through in and through out, personified. He is baby boy.
Right. And he will change one day in life. You know what I mean? He probably will step it up and mature.
Nah.
But not now.
It's not in his MO. I don't think so.
All right, let's get his charts. Let's pull the chart. Where's my chart reader? Let me know where this nigga's Scorpion is at.
Where's Pluto?
Where's this nigga's Pluto? But that's who y'all was fighting for. The baby. That's what y'all wanted to stop her Uber for the baby. Y'all wanted to turn her Uber around and the baby.
I wanted to flip her Uber.
She
was out creeping with the baby.
You know, shit crazy. You know, shit crazy. That's why I reiterate, real goddesses, the women who have the answers, and y'all know what y'all want out of a quote unquote high value man. Yeah, you have to be more vocal about it. It needs to be a standard, a bar that, so these men could know what to reach, because you know what I mean? They, you know, if there's no identifiable bar, then y'all are not going to get the best of these men. They're not going to deliver like that. They're just going to show up. You know what I mean? How niggas show up when the standards are low. No haircut. You feel me? No, you know, he ain't clean his nails. You know what I'm saying? No clean face. No Tic Tacs. You know what I mean? Sneakers are leaning. You know what I'm talking about? No bootleg designer. Nothing. Y'all not going to get none of that. Y'all just getting the nigga straight out of Ross. You know? You said, Red Pill, can you open up the donation? Man, the best nation is a donation. That's the Cash App right under you, my friend. Money sign PHILMORELAND.
That's what I was paying for.
Yeah. Because they don't do they haven't my page not monetized, so I don't do super chat. And I don't rock with Peter Thiel at PayPal. I don't like them. So we do Zelle and we do the Cash Appington. Yeah, socketry to my pocketry and shit like that. How do you feel about the situation with with Ye and Drake meeting up? I know it just happened and whatnot, but what would be your thoughts on that?
I already said it.
Right.
It's coercion.
Coercion.
Yeah, it's a play. It's the big homie. It's the big homie's play.
It's in the arm.
Yeah, the big homie is like, little niggas, get in line, right? And y'all can do, you know what I'm saying? It's the power play.
Right.
The unity aspect involved, but it's really politics, right? It's really politics. It's like, yo, we need to galvanize, you feel me? Your star power to be vocalized about the old man. And my whole thing is like, yes, the old man is more important than they petty beef. The old man is more important than the childish shit that they're going through. So if they're forced to see eye to eye,
then that's a big homie move.
Yeah, it's a big homie move, but it's for a higher power.
But what I'm saying is
they can literally save the lives potentially,
right,
millions. You know what I mean? And save face, because it's sloppy at this point. It's like how you just dragging it on.
It is. What is it going to turn into?
Yeah, it's like
either y'all gonna shoot the 5.
You a grown man. Somebody got to be grown in this situation. It's like you really hurt as a child. This is your feelings.
Right.
Both these niggas is emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like you got to reconcile that at some point and get past it. I know, based on my research and my studies, that it's cosmic. So there's really nothing that you're gonna be able to do to stymie that friction. Is always gonna come back to the surface because they physically embody the precession of the equinox. Right? Kanye is Ursa Minor, which is the little bear, and Drake is Draco, right? Which is the dragon. And them niggas is boxing each other out in the sky, right? Kanye is not a star. He don't have star power. He's a constellation.
Bigger than a star.
He has stars underneath him. He embodies the stars.
He said, those are my sons.
Those are his sons, right? And the little star, he the big homie in that regard, but he got big homies.
Jay, who's a supernova.
Beyond that, yeah, he got, you see, he played a big homie for him. The old man is his big homie for that matter.
Right.
So, and then he, then he got the man up above that this is big homie.
Right.
So it's like, it's levels to this shit. You feel me? There's levels to this shit. So you might see momentary peace, but it's gonna go back to friction because it's cosmic. And these niggas is forming squares in the sky, and you just see the manifestation of it on this plane, on the planet. But these niggas have cosmic beef.
Right.
Right? And it's about, is space big enough for both of these constellations to exist? And they call this, together to cause a smoother procession. That's going to be a task within itself, and it's going to take an intervention of more people in the industry. And the industry don't have tactfulness like that. The industry is not really concerned with peace and unity. That's not what the industry is about. You feel me? Because it's and then like this nigga's pulling the curtain behind, on the fucking dark forces. Right? He's pulling the curtain behind dark forces. Like, look who these niggas really serve. Look who they masters is. You know what I mean? And you got a nigga that pray to white Jesus pulling the big homie card on you like that. This shit crazy. We in a weird ass place, but at the same time, it's like if you had to pick who you rolling with, You know what I'm saying? If like, because this shit is about choices at the end of the day, right? If you're stuck in dualism, right? If you had a choice, let's keep it real. Are you going with white Jesus or are you going with a black devil? Which one is it? Choices, nigga. Should sound like Squid Game, right?
Let them know how you feel about this Born Day.
That was amazing.
How was your weekend?
I don't do weekends. I do strong.
How was your strong in, my brother?
It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like bro said, I was able to level up by being a student, and I was vending. I was doing what I love doing, and that's touching paper. You know what I'm saying? And moving products. You know, I'm invigorated by the hustle because I'm a hustler. I like exchange. I like doing business. I like doing transactions, but I also love conversing with people. I also love putting smiles on people's face. I also love getting feedback from people about what they're in the market for. You know what I'm saying? Also like to hear people's thoughts and ideas about our product and our performance. So I'm elated. I'm like on another plane. My mind is blown when I have an opportunity to interact with people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then they be like, oh, and you know, some people be, for lack of a better term, and I don't like none of these concepts. I really don't adhere to them, but you know, like fanning out. 'Cause I fanned out for somebody this weekend that I've been waiting to meet. So, you know, it happens. It happens. But people be fanning out, and I be like, I'm just excited to meet you as you might be excited to meet me. Because when you get to interact and interface with people, it's like you're meeting an aspect of yourself. You know what I mean? These are the people who have picked up on your energy and connected with it. And some people actually did something with it. It's like when the people come back and tell me about the effectiveness, you know what I'm saying? The active principles. Right. Like, yo, I took this information and did this with it. I've been listening to y'all for 8 years. And
yeah, that part.
And, you know, things changed my life. And or they lady be having a smile on her face. And you know what I'm saying? She looked like she proud of her dude because she seen a transformation in him in real time. And she's happy for him because he gets to meet people that he says is accredited and responsible or assisted with that transformation. Like that's the best feeling ever. You feel me? That's the best feeling ever because it's like you're really doing something to restore melanated families, Black families.
Like you sold them some Tongat Ali or something.
Yeah, like he really bought blue pills from you and shit. And she got her smile is stuck. It's up and it's stuck. And it's stuck. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, oh, this nigga get this nigga blue pills. This your blue pill dealer, huh? So I'd be like, yeah, this is the blue pills. She's like, oh, that's where you got them blue pills from? I'm gonna start selling blue pills too. Next. Look, how y'all think Pfizer got them billions?
Yes, right.
From Viagra, nigga. That's right. They were selling them blue pills before the Abington. That's right. So, yeah.
Yo,
nigga Jeff, hold on.
Yeah, Jefferson.
Yeah, send a check, nigga.
Yeah, send that check, bro. Yeah. That part. I need that Baggington. Mine is working
nigga,
for you.
I actually paid to work for you, my nigga.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
I actually paid to do work for you, nigga. Put you on a international. My shit was jig, nigga. My shit was jig, top to bottom. I think Red said something about. You said something about changing your wardrobe.
Yeah, for my new cycle. Yeah,
that shit gonna last a week, y'all. Keep it responsible.
I'm switching it up. I'm on my grown and sexy. I'm switching up my wardrobe. I'm selling all of my jogger suits. Who want smoke with me? Who want to buy something? Yeah, I'm talking about. And we putting this nigga in. Look, little baby.
Nigga, I got grown shit. I don't know what you talking about, nigga. I'll put that shit on. I don't know what.
Nigga say you looking like Jules.
Yeah. They was giving it up. I ain't, you know.
I'm saying Jules Santana at Versus or the original Jules Santana. They got to be clear about that, because if you the Versus version, the niggas are shooting at you.
I still don't care. I don't feel.
Let them see the drip. Let them see the full drip.
No, man, I ain't into that silly shit. Just put it, you know, I got a picture up online. Go see that.
That part.
You know?
That part.
I mean, I do it like I do it for TV, but enough is enough. You know, I say, you know.
Somebody said I had the long robe on. Yeah, I was at a robe. I was, you know what I'm talking about?
When? What you talking about?
At Lizzie party.
Oh, I ain't seen no pictures from that. The long ass robe, nigga. What the fuck happened? What you talking about?
Some terry cloth.
Terry cloth? That ain't low on your born day.
On my born day.
Terry cloth?
With a turtleneck under it.
Nah, that ain't woe.
Nah, it was woe. I was able to put it together, man.
See, so I'm like, the drip is immaculate, but I could see if the spit wasn't backing it. I could see if the clips wasn't accurate. So I'm saying all that to say, the drip is one thing, but it's the jewels that's being dropped. Like, don't lose focus. You feel me? This shit is just, you know, it's just a wardrobe. It's just, it's functional fashion. It's food for thought at the same time, because we are visual people and you are judged by appearances. Don't fucking let nobody lie to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let somebody rock you to sleep talking about, don't judge. No, nigga, first impressions is lasting, right? They keep telling you that, but then they tell you don't judge a book by its cover. Nigga, which one is it?
Image is everything, thirst is nothing.
Image is everything, thirst is nothing.
Don't let them gas.
So my whole shit is like, I want to restore cultural motifs and the ability to be functional with our fashion without fucking depending on European designers. That's all I'm saying. Because I grew up and saw how that shit shifted the culture. When them niggas in dance hall started wearing tight shit with fucking store alarms on them niggas stopped dancing with females, and then the shit got real fruity and fucking zesty in the clubs. It had something directly to do with the fact that niggas was squeezing their nuts into pants that did not fit their motherfucking, so you had to wear them off your ass, and that's when that shit started. Right? With the you forcing yourself to wear shit that's not even made for you. They don't have you in mind. It's not for you. It's made by, you know what I'm saying? Like a different type of people for a different type of audience, and you want to be party to some shit that you're not even invited to. You want to force yourself up in a fucking sausage party? My nigga, cut it out. So it's like, let's get back to a level of fashion that's functional, you know what I'm saying, that's telling our story, you know, and it be the weirdest shit. How many motherfucking compliments did I get from Europeans today? A whole lot. Yo, they fall down. They fucking fall over themselves. I mean, from the airport, going and coming to the hotel, to downtown. I mean, amongst, and it be the people that you expect will not, these are the motherfuckers that you would think is looking down at you that might spread your feet. Right? They breaking their motherfucker, they all out of protocol to commend, you know what I'm saying, a natural look that they know aesthetically is put together in a way in which they can't ignore it. So they have to give it up because they stuck looking, and they be like, yo, something in them is just rewarding, where they be like, yo, are you killing that outfit? You know what I'm saying? I love the colors and the coordination and and the symbolism and The
Proud Boys wouldn't be proud of them if they saw how they was jocking.
Yeah, the 5-star baddies and all of that, with all of the European designer, they be the ones that, you know, they looking at shit and they like, oh, this nigga's killing it, but they can never bring themselves to say that. You feel me? Because it's a cognitive dissonance with them, because they like, oh, this shit is cultural. Yeah, like, but it's not nigga fly. and it's not European, and it's not Givenchy, and you know what I'm saying? Like, so it'd be weird shit. You feel me? It'd be weird shit with our own people. But them other folks, they don't waste no time telling you what's on their mind. And I just feel that the reason that we haven't had an equitable relationship with them. And when I say equitable, I just mean that you should be able to see eye to eye with somebody, even if you don't agree, even if you don't fuck with them. Yo, I live on this side of the street, you live on that side. I'm coming out, grabbing my newspaper and waving and shit and going back in, right? Instead of coming outside and I got a pop shot at you every single day. It's like we have to be back in our original form, in our original state, in propria persona, and you will be received on this planet different. You are trust, and if nothing else, that's what this demonstration has been about for 20 plus years. When me as an outlier, I had to jump out off the porch by myself and do this shit and carry this shit on my back because there wasn't nobody wearing fucking, you know, embracing the stones and the crystals and the jewelry, embracing indigenous wares. And he'll tell you, we went from wearing European, we went from being some of the top boosters of our era to setting up on 125th Street. Now niggas is used to me coming to barbershops and all these other with fucking suitcases and duffel bags full of wreck when I was boosting and selling shit. Now I'm on 125th with a table selling cultural motifs. And niggas thought I was smoking crack.
Word.
Initially, in like 04, 05, when nobody seen nothing comedic on the t-shirt before, nobody ever saw nobody ever wear nothing like that. Right? Don't let these niggas lie to you. Because motherfuckers be trying to run with narratives and scripts that's not theirs. Want nobody doing that before yours truly. And then came Red. Right? I handed it off to him. Because I was like, yo, I need to go and get some of this motherfucking 85 of money. Because they was coming to 125th looking for a whole different type of swag. And I was just like, I'm just not going to let all this bread pass. Let's triangulate this shit. I'm going to catch them on one side of the street. You catch them on another. And Sinetta and them was driving away too much money with the, you know, the revolutionary shit with the bullhorn. I'm like, my nigga, I came outside to do business and commerce. Right? Can't put my hands in people's pockets. Like, you can learn simultaneously at the same time, but you can't drive the money away. So I'm like, Red, you want to deal with that shit? You go, like, you hang out over here. I'm going in front of the Apollo. You know what I'm saying? And look, tourists and white folks, oh my God. We were the first ones that popped out on the block with the Obama t-shirts in 08. White folks wouldn't stop across the street there, you know, that shit was going on with the bullhorns. But when we got them in front of the Apollo over there, and they would get off them buses, oh no, that's when the Bolita was coming. Because they was grabbing up them shits like it was going out of style. Mm-hmm. And I opened the motherfucking floodgate because no one else knew that it was marketable. And they didn't know that you could sell to white people on 125th Street. Nobody figured that shit out. And it's nothing but tourists coming up and down the block. And this is the time when the euro was 2 times as strong as the dollar. I'm like, these niggas is loaded. That's when one euro was worth 2 USD. And niggas was letting all that money come up and down the block because they ain't had nothing to sell them people. Just look in their face. And there's tourist dollars. They coming to spend money. Where's the culture at? And we popped out with the Obamas. Right? First, the Sheriff Farley, the Obey shirts. And then my dude G of NY came with the rhinestone Obama joints. Then we selling $100+ shirts. And then the grind got so official that Red and G was the only street vendors that got invited to the inauguration of Obama. And they were selling this shit inside of the Capitol.
Thanks.
This is a factory. This is documented. The only ones. And put them in the high designer fucking column. And that started from 125th on the block. And that's just half the story. Because the real legendary shit is when the Michael Jackson flood happened. And we was making $3,500 a day from 9 a.m. to 3 a.m. every single day. From June 26th to goddamn August 29th. The block was popping. And that changed everything. Because that's really, you know, the latest iteration of consciousness really started at that point. That was the YouTube, that was the beginning of the YouTube era. Right there, right on that block, right in that moment is when that started. And here we go. You know what I'm saying? We here all this time later afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a beautiful journey. So yeah, to see the culmination of the latest, again, you know, now we saw the latest, you know, like in the Matrix when Neo went to see the architect and he's like, nigga, there's mad different versions of you that I done come across. You the sixth iteration. So we've been in consciousness enough to see the latest iteration of information. So the younger audience, the younger crowd, the younger brothers and sisters that's coming into this who are now benefiting, you know what I'm saying? Because you get to level up from what's already been done. The ladder only goes up. So these younger brothers and sisters have the benefit of coming in and already learning from the mistakes that have been made. You know what I'm saying? And focus. Yeah, they focus and they got community and they people are tapped in because they showed and proved, they demonstrated, and they got results and receipts. So it'd be like these, you know, love fests. Like people really be on love energy and love time because you seeing their lives transform. You seeing their families' lives transform.
Nah, they be, I mean, look, you in the building with people who are operating on a higher vibration, the ionosphere is changed. You walk into a room and you're going to feel good. You're just going to feel like I'm in the right place. Your spirit is like, woo, nigga, finally, we was trying to put you in this motherfucking direction and get you out of the hood and whatnot. Like, you're around the right people. And when you're around the right people, right things can happen. You could make the right connections. You could run into somebody and that's the person that you've been looking for years. There could be a love connection. You know what I'm talking about? You could meet a business partner who could potentially, you know, y'all could create a brand. There's going to be a legacy brand. So many things. The potentiality and the probability is on higher levels when we get in those rooms together. Okay? We should focus on doing that a little bit more because we are who the hell we've been looking for. So if we are who we've been looking for and we know that we don't really like being around other people like that because they're not necessarily conducive to our ultimate goals, you know, you want a job and whatnot at the water cooler with, you know, with Suzanne and Gwendolyn, you know what I mean? You're there for your bag. So you're code switching, you got your face on and whatnot, you got your little mask on. You know what I mean? You have your code switching, you're bilingual. You got your, you know, you have your sorry to bother you dialect. Excuse me, what did you say? Did I see BMF? I love Lamar. I love, he's so crazy. So crazy. Yeah. What's they call? Can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't want to be there. You know, you don't even want to have that conversation. You're just killing fucking time. You know what I mean? Playing a motherfucking game, you know, but ultimately you would rather be around some people who, you know, were smelling like patchouli oil. You rather smell some Palo Santos. You know what I mean? You rather smell some sea moss in the air. You know, the sea moss, that damn smell of sea moss in the air. Yeah, you would rather be in places like that. You would rather see some neatly wrapped kente cloth, wrapped tightly. You know what I'm talking about? That part. You know, that's what people really want. And we can do anything that we want. We could do anything that we want these days. So why don't we, you know, collectively, you feel me, create more situations where we can come together on a weekly or monthly basis and do more with our time, with our intellect, with our enthusiasm, with our energy, with our resources, right? And with our creativity. Lord have mercy. What's the American Maroon movie about? The American Maroons. It's about the ones who fought back.
They don't know.
Yeah, well, a Maroon is considered a free black person or a free indigenous or a free aboriginal person who escaped, right? Doors. Should have dropped that. I'm a descendant of a runaway slave. Insert the bomb. Doors. Descendant of a runaway slave. So when they ran away, these are stories that they've held for us. Based off of the study that we did, it's about 20 or 30 movies, all Netflix.
Crazy ones.
I'm talking about crazy movies. And that's not even if you tweak the story and sprinkle that Hollywood shit on it. Just the real story by itself is a straight movie. So they held back multiple stories in our timeline about people who looked like us who was getting busy, right? We know about Haiti, we know about Nat Turner, but there's a litany of people. You gotta do your research on the Seminole Wars 1, 2, and 3. Busy. The Yamasee, the Gullah Geechee, what was going on in Florida, what was going on in Georgia, what was going on in the Carolinas. In particular, there was other things taking place in other places, but the impenetrable Georgia, right? They could not penetrate Georgia for a very long time. They could not move through Georgia without getting that smoke. So, when it comes to conversations like that, you ring my bell. I'm here for the smoke. That's what I like talking about. Yeah, the Jamaican Maroons, that's one thing. There's Jamaican Maroons. They had Maroons in St. Croix.
Yeah, I mean, because traditionally, people have a tendency to only, when they hear Maroons, they just think about they just think about Jamaica, and rightfully so. But there's a vast history. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always just dumbfounded of the fact that the brother Tyreek, every time that I watch one of his documentaries, I've learned something profound. And, you be thinking that you don't know that there's more to discover, there's more to find out. Information is infinite, and our story is so vast. And as, my whole thing is like, we so enthralled with the other side, you know what I mean? Like the gates were open the 44th week of the calendar month, right? Halloween opened up the gates. That was the 44th week. On that Friday, you had the Travis Scott situation. So you already see evidence that the spirits are here, right? And the ancestors are calling out. You know what I'm saying? And some of them are very hungry for blood. Some of them want their stories told. Some of them are revenge hungry right now, right? Some of them really are hyped up because there's a war going on a celestial plane, right? They're kicking up dust, right? They're kicking up dust, and it's as above, so below. You don't realize that you was in a very protracted war at this particular moment, but those of us that understand really know what the hell is going on. So the honorable thing to do for my ancestors is to be a vessel to tell stories for the unspoken. You know what I mean? To be a fulcrum and a vehicle and a vessel through which they can get their story finally told. You know what I'm saying? A voice for the voiceless. You know what I mean? So that's what this opportunity was about. It was to say, well, if I'm seeing all this evidence that my ancestors is running around and the spirits is running around on traversing the earth right now, fucking some shit up, let me let them bust their gun and just get the story out. And that's what we did, right? I'd be like, the ancestors needed a body today, and we caught one for the ancestors. You feel me? For the ancestors, we told a story in the midst, in Savannah, right in the right in the midst of this shit.
They had little written houses around.
Yeah, they kept sending distractions at us and all of that, and you know, stay low and keep firing.
There's a lot of Karens and Donna Karen all around us.
Stay low and keep firing. Like they got that work. Trust me.
Right.
They got that work today. And it's like, if I could do 3 more hours with homie, I would do that because it's that much information.
Right.
Like we really hit like a wellspring of information just researching for this topic. There's so much. There's so much. And I'm like, how, Sway? Right? This is not ancient history. This is modern American history that 98% of us have never heard.
And it's 1800s.
It's on the surface because it's right
1700s.
there. But like I said, really, again, we have to put into perspective the length of time, the density of time that was compacted into that 100-year period of 1900 to 2000. This shit felt like 1,000 years. The amount of things that happened. So you tend to think that the 1800s was 500 years ago. When they be talking about, yo, we was here for 500 years, I know niggas be like, oh, that was the 1800s.
Yeah, they don't take it that far back. They don't dial it back.
They don't, yeah. So it's Hills, what happened to y'all Instagram? What happened to my Instagram?
We shadow banned.
Yeah, I'm targeted, nigga. I'm fucking I am targeted. Like, what part you don't understand? That's not gonna not happen, and it's not gonna be reversed. So if you're looking for me on IG, you gotta type my entire name out, right? They like this. Look, they like this is not for the lazy niggas. If the reason why I named myself the Blue Pill, let me get back into my narrative again.
Lord. We're gonna get you a documentary, fam. We talking to Tyreek about.
I know. I just said, like, I always said, if people want what I have to offer, they really gotta look for it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, you gotta go the extra step. The red pill shit is right on that surface, but the blue pill shit, you gotta go a little bit deeper because you're already dissuaded from it because you think that you know what it's about. Oh, it's gonna make me stay in the matrix. No, nigga, it's nothing that's gonna take you out of the matrix until you check up out of here. As long as you're locked into matter, as long as you got a mitochondria, because that's where the matrix exists, inside of your mitochondria cell. Google it. Google it. Google it. Right? If you came out of a womb, nigga, you're in the matrix. And the only way to change reality is from a dream state. They showed you that in The Matrix. Showed you that in Avatar. They showed you that in Term. They show you, they keep showing it to you. And no one had to show it to you for you to already know. That's how you program, right? Reality is from the subconscious realm, data. So yeah, I'm taking a blue pill. I'm going back to sleep and programming my reality for a new one, right? That's where this shit takes place at. So if you want to find me, you have to really look. You got to type my whole name out.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. It's there. They just like, we're not giving it to you easy. You gotta go to extra. These niggas is, they too volatile with the information.
Yeah. Don't let that, go over your head, and don't let that dissuade you either. Real quick before we get out of here, let's talk about this.
I ain't ready for that.
Talk about that.
I ain't ready. On my born day.
Just to show you, Scorpion season is like,
you Libras, you niggas tried it. Y'all tried it for the Sidereal niggas. Y'all tried it. I ain't mad at you, right? But don't cause no Rittenhouse shit, man. You niggas tried it, and there's definitely gonna be a price to pay. Every Scorpio I talk to, they're like, "What?"
Right?
They feel very disrespectful. You don't tell nobody to lock in this energy. There has become a fulcrum for this energy of manifestation because all is mental, nigga, right? Fuck with your look, nigga. All is mental. And that's the point of this. It's like you can exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously because all is mental.
Facts.
So if a person is mentally incorporated to believing and feeling, look, it's the same way that you niggas think it's 9:46. I'm not gonna bust your bubble, right? But you had to manually set your clock the other day. Your body knows it's 10:46, but you swear that it's 9:46. So for the people that's following tropical astrology, yeah, nigga, it's Scorpio season. And then when the goddamn Scorpio shit come in a few weeks or what have you, and you can see it in your, we'll go see what's gonna take place then. But for now, I got mad Scorpio receipts to show you how the news is coinciding with Scorpio season. All of this shit talking about sexual allegations and, you know what I'm saying? All of this shit talking about money. You just showed the China, right? That's that whole Taurus aspect, sex, money, murder. And then you get the Scorpions coming in kit, biblically, running in people's crib on a born day.
Right. Raining in the sky. Raining out the sky. Raining out the sky.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm talking about? So that's just, you know, we all symbol literate and whatnot. The Great Divine speaks through signs. Hi, Great Divine. Thank you for speaking to the people. You know, this is a very lit Scorpio season. Very lit, a lituation. Here's some pictures from this weekend. This man right here, dangerous. You know what I'm talking about? If you know, you know. I ain't finna put nobody information on the table like that. It was a lot of dangerous people out there, bro. All right, it was a lot of dangerous
let me
people.
See. I finally got that picture. I never seen it yet.
All right, so we got Chicago Crypto Bully right here. And of course, 19 Keys. We got our good brother, the intellectual extremist, RZA.
Somebody got cut out.
Yeah, he's right there.
Okay.
And then we got Bashir, all right? The young wolf. You know what I'm talking about? Blue Pillar. A lot of dangerous minds, man. You know, this brother right here, Chicago Crypto, and his Wiz, they was setting it right. They was getting it right. They was setting people up in the crypto world, you know, doing a lot of work for people. And it was a beautiful event. Shout out my dude Drizzy from Surviving Vegan. Grizzy the God. He had the young one with him. He had his son with him, whose birthday, he said his birthday right after ours.
Before or after?
He's a 13, my bad. Yeah. Was with Mama Pill, you know what I'm talking about? And shout out to Queen Yanazda. We're gonna be this weekend in Atlanta.
Okay. That was stunning.
Yeah, we was stunning. We was at
who camera was that? Let me take a good picture.
We was at the whatchamacallit. The RZA had an event at the Legacy Center, Jay Morrison spot. You feel me? That's me with the little ones. You know, I'm on Baba time. You know what I'm talking about? Have to pay homage to my children because that's the best gift that anybody could get in this world. China is, for all y'all niggas pocket watching, China overtakes the U.S. as the world's richest, right? They got a bigger bag than you. But it's okay. You know what I mean? We're not out there counting Chinese people's yen. You know? So that's basically where we at with it. You feel me? That's where we at with it. You know, we doing the work. We got work to do. We got London on the track. The music is on its way. You know, our music is on its way. Mine is working. Mine is in the kitchen cooking and whatnot. So, yeah, you know what I mean? That's what it is. Once again, everybody that sent the cash app, I don't want to say your name because people be like, some people say they want to be incognito. So I don't know who wants their names to be said. But if y'all want to get a shout out, just let me know and I will shout you out. because it's definitely you know, I have no problem with putting it out there.
Yeah, let me
letting my supporters be known.
Let me inform the family while you have them in the building as well. We're gonna do a follow-up 11/11 meditation this Thursday to compound on the energy that we already transcribed Cosmos with last Thursday on 11/11. So this is 11/18. This is gonna be the evening of the longest lunar eclipse. What they saying, about 500, 800 years, something like that. Yeah. Nonetheless, yeah, it's going to be a prolonged eclipse. An eclipse, you know, we have to take the aspect in our minds of what is an eclipse. It is the interaction between masculine and feminine energy, you know, and it's going to create opening a portal. So once again, we have become experts on what the other side is doing, right? Nigga could give you a 4-hour dissertation about what Travis Scott did. And in terms of rituals, right, in a ritualistic sense, you know, it was masterful, right? I'm just saying, as an observer, to say, oh shit, you know why it's so effective? Because even with the tragedy, like they showing the portal on TV every day now, so the whole world is on the other side, but we were already on the other side. This is just a physical manifestation to show you. They like, yo, there's a billion people running around with fucking poison in them, and their genetic structures being altered.
Mass casualty event.
Mass casualty event is really taking place. A slow kill, but
while they party and dance.
Yeah. So you like, crushing, I can't breathe. Are we not going through a respiratory issue on the planet? Are people not being crushed by their governments? Are they not being crushed by the economies? Are you not being crushed by life choices that you have to make? It was a manifestation of what's taking the pressure is crushing people. It was a physical manifestation energetically of what's taking place on this plane. Yes, the world is in sicko mode.
Wow.
With no escape plan. So big escape plan. That was the escape plan. Right? So again, as a Scorpio, you here for the good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. As an observer, I'm just saying that I can make observations of the game. I don't have to participate, right? My whole shit is like, look, if we're gonna do this light thing, let's do it. But don't be a lazy manifester, right? Because these niggas don't take breaks. They are super duper. These niggas is not on nigger time, right? They be boom, pinpoint, right? 100 years, we've been waiting on this. And we get ready the last day of, like, oh shit. All these fucking astrologers in this community, we get caught on the last day of scrambling to prepare. It's like, nah, let's be intentional. Let's focus. Let's put our minds together. Let's put our hearts in this shit. So on 11/11, starting at 11 p.m. sharp though, on Black Magic 363, Thursday night, which is 2 nights from now, we're gonna go back in, me and Kafunya, and we're gonna do a global quantum meditation. And it's going to what? It's gonna be the same thing that we did last Thursday. Why Thursday or Thursday? Because Thursday is ruled by Jupiter. So if you want to do something big, why not do it on that day? And the portal is wide open, extended, right? We're putting a cosmic covering over children in the age of C19. You feel me? That's what we're doing. We're putting a cosmic cover of protection over the children, right? Because they out here, what? I told you, they want to cancel the babies. What's happening? We right back at it. Right. Trying to cancel the baby. Right, he is the prototype. He is the archetypical prototype for baby boy. Baby boy is what? He is the top of the dominant hierarchy in nigger kingdom. Okay? So as long as that remains the archetypical prototype for what Black America, right, the top tier, what Wesley Muhammad calls the epsilon male, then you just ritualize that particular archetype and it's going to affect the rest of the people. So his name is Big Baby Jesus, right? He just came out with a video yesterday as well. He said, I'm back on Jesus time. He's Big Baby Jesus. So if you do something to his archetype, his prototype, you're affecting everyone else that's connected to that particular energy, right? So he represents the babies. They like, oh, he's kicking the lady out with his seed. It's always gonna go back to the baby. You feel me? It's always gonna go back to the baby, but it's like, do we understand symbolism? Do we understand how these energies work? Do we really understand ritual? Because again, we motherfuckers is astrological forensic experts on the other side. They can tell you blow by blow and play by play. But why are we not experts on our side? Why are we not experts on executing the light? Why are we not experts on the godly shit? You feel me? Why are we so lazy with that? You just think that you entitled, that the Most High got it all planned and figured out for you, and victory is just gonna roll in your lap? You really feel that you came here and you don't have to do nothing to put points on the score, on the board, and you down 1 million points? So Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, pull up, right? Tell a friend to tell a friend, and you can ask anybody that was at the last one how powerful it was. You know what I'm saying? How transcendental it was, how effective it was, right? But we have to go back in. We have to keep charging up the ionosphere, because our competition, right, and our antithesis don't take no days off. They are working this shit around the clock 24/7. Look, I got an article right here. It says that Pfizer or BioNTech make $1,000 a second with the jabbing team. Right, here you go.
Sure, not on my show, homie. Not on my show.
I can't say their name. I didn't say.
I know. I have to.
They can read. I ain't saying that. I'm just showing them, you know, the business. Again, it's just like understanding the business of poison. It's a powerful business. Convenience stores, they open 24/7. They make poison convenient. Right? They make access to poison convenient. The good shit is only the window for it is here. Right? The store might open at 10 a.m. and it close at 7 or 8.
Right.
You can't find 24/7 good shit. So you have to be working twice as hard to compete against this shit. Think about Bezel Bub's lineup. His starting 5 is crazy. Crazy, nigga. Right? His point guard and his shooting guard and his center, them niggas put points on the board, bro. Non-stop. All you hear is motherfucking screeching sneakers. They up and down the court while you sleeping. They don't take no breaks. Think about it. Do evil take a break? No. That shit is effective at nighttime and daytime. They are on a job. And they recruiting while they putting in work. They don't ever, enough is never enough. Right? They got goals. They got aspirations. You feel me? They are literally running this marathon. And then the good guys is fucking in last, trying to keep up. That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how it's supposed to be. So it's like, you lazy with the light? How you gonna be lazy with the light? The sun don't chill, Allah. The sun don't chill, Allah. Right? The sun is never not shining. Why do you stop? Why do you take breaks? You're supposed to be children of the sun. Even when it's night out, then you illuminate bioluminescent light like the moon do, nigga. They be like, ain't nothing new under the sun. Yeah, because new shit grows under the moonlight. Right. If you're a farmer, you know that. Right. New shit grows during the new moon when you can't see the moon. because it's the blackest light, the blackest luminescent light is what called forth shit to come up out of the goddamn earth. It's the same way that you were born 9 months in triple stages of darkness. So yes, there's nothing new under the sun. All the new shit come under the moon. Those are bars. Feel me? Those are bars.
That part. So yeah, man. We're gonna wrap this thing up. We at the 2-hour mark. Before we do wrap that up, I want to take a quick vote. It's almost 1,000 of us in here. The end of the month, we always do either a workshop or a lecture. I want to know from my audience, I'm going to take a poll tonight, and I'm also going to put it in the community section. Do y'all want a metaphysical lecture at the end of the month, or do y'all want a workshop that's dealing with, of course, the hottest topic going on right now, which would be crypto, metaverse, and NFTs? Press 1 if y'all would like a metaphysical lecture, or press 2 if y'all want a workshop. This is a solution-based workshop that you could take the information and apply it and get to it. Let me know. Okay? They're hitting 1. They're hitting the 1. 1 is the lecture, right?
Let me know, because I want to get these 44s out, man.
They're hitting the 1. I see some 2s, though. You know, I see some 2s. They're hitting the 1. They're hitting the 1.
I'm ready to get back.
They're saying 1 and 2. You know what I mean? I want to dust off some of my metaphysicians and whatnot and let them cook. You know, I think we should do a 21 Savage. Yeah. I think
it's time. I want to cook.
I think 21 Savage.
I want to cook. My plate is overrunning.
Yeah. We started.
I got too much.
We started the year with It's a Wrap.
Too much bars.
21 Savage. 21 has been Savage. I think 21. I think we need a 21 Savage closer, because we started the year with it. I think it's right. It's only right to close it out with another American God segment if we do the metaphysics. I'm gonna bring some shooters with me. I'm not gonna do it by myself. I'm gonna bring some shooters with me. So, you know, if y'all decide that I see that it's a lot of you know, yeah, Blue is hungry, and I like when he's hungry. You know what I'm talking about? Where do you buy the old lectures? That's gonna be on KTLUniversity.com. Just wait for that. We're gonna have everything on push button start. It'll be like a Netflix and whatnot. So that's coming soon.
I got bars. I can no longer.
He can't hold it in.
Yeah, I can't.
I gotta let my dude shoot his load and whatnot. I don't want him to, you know, I don't want him to be backed up.
It's a
21.
44 bonanza going on right now.
21.
I can't sit this one out.
Yeah.
And then I want to get y'all ready for the Super Bowl, because people is asking, and it's like, yo, let me set you up right. Let me line you. You know what I mean? Let me give you what you need.
Oh, they hit me with the pregnant pause.
What happened? Oh,
I think I said Blue wanted what?
Pause. Yeah, I don't even want to repeat that.
Yeah, no hummus. My bad. Is the Patreon active like that? Matter of fact, it is. We gonna sign some raunchy shit from this weekend and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, shooters low, pause. I mean, you know, talk back to me. The talk is heavy. But you know, he's wound up. Pause. What are you talking about? We're gonna just do survey on the YouTube, and then based off of the percentage of what the people say, we'll make the announcement on Thursday before he does his his meditation. We'll let the family know where we're going with it, because you know it's definitely time to get back in the lab.
Yeah,
a lot of shit is going down, and
I'm full of this light. You know what I'm saying? I'm full of this light, and to project. I want to get this information. I want to elucidate, you know what I'm saying, some of these dark spots. What's a dark spot? Just us seeing things, you know, and not understanding what we're looking at. You know, I want to aid and assist with people's ability to discern, right? To know what you're looking at and to look around a thing. You feel me? To look underneath something and to be able to look around it and know exactly what you're looking at. You know, it's just, I'm seeing the response, the reaction, the commentary, and I'm like, my people is not ready. And we going into some real shit. And for you not to be like, even on a base level, you're not even on the first floor. It's a skyscraper, nigga. And you're not even on the first, you still outside of the building. You're not even in the building yet. And it's a skyscraper. It's the Twin Towers. Right. When them niggas had to, yeah, that part. Yeah. So it's like we got to get this, we got to get our lens readjusted. We got to get our Oculus right. Or they're gonna come with meta and body y'all niggas. Like they just gonna throw you in the surrogate program, and you're not gonna know how to balance life and death.
Right.
Life and death, nigga. That's, you know what I'm saying? The virtual world is an underworld. Cause it's underneath, it's a layer under the physical realm. Where does it exist? It's cyber. So either over you. Where does it exist? I'm getting spooked by hearing these again. Shows me again, this shit is anglicized and Christianized. They're like, oh, the word means death. So does black.
Yeah, so does black. You ain't have a problem with that.
So does black. You ain't running from that. Right? But you're not running to it and embracing it. If you embrace death, black man, then you can get your power back. Right? If you embrace darkness, then you get your power back by absolving it. You are the light that makes darkness conscious of itself. The trick is not to get engulfed in the fucking darkness, though, because you're the light. Right? You have to raise the darkness up to itself. You have to make it conscious of itself. And that deals with you internally going into the darkness, right? And unlocking the keys to that shit. And what you're scared of in the darkness is because you're scared of death, you're scared of the dark. Because you're scared of dark, you're scared of the death.
And the unknown.
And the unknown.
You're not going to walk towards something that you haven't done before. Because the unknown.
So you got fear.
Fear.
And you can't inhabit, you know, the spectrum of love and fear simultaneously. Right? Fear is what's debilitating you. It's what's short-circuiting. It's what's allowing you to be programmed by the fear program. Because you was already primed with fear. You've been fearful since 2011. If prior to that, with all this other shit that's going on. There's a lot of things. You've been fearful since Freddy Krueger. Right? Niggas ain't want to go to sleep with the motherfucking lights out. When you had to have the closet open and shit. Yeah, so the mind killer, if all is mine and man is mine, then what? You already dead.
Oh, we at the 2-hour mark.
You're already dead.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
We're at the 2-hour mark, so you know, we gotta go. My alarm clock is going off. I appreciate every single person. Once again, like I said, the supporters, my Patreons, first and foremost. Shout out to all of my Patreons. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. Shout out to all of the Cash Apps showing support and whatnot. Sending that birthday, you know, I'm talking about the birthday bag. We appreciate you. And like I said earlier, shout out to Tariq Nasheed for the documentary that he's putting together and tapping in with me and Blue, you know, and being a man of his word, you know what I'm talking about? Because that's very important. Shout out to all of the Discord members. I appreciate y'all. We're going to do something live on the Discord this week, and it's also going to feature the Patreons. We're going to come back to Clubhouse as well, because we have to, you know, my team, we're doing a little bit of fishing. There's people that we're out here looking for. So we on our Morpheus Trinity hunt, looking for the Mr. Andersons, the digital artists that are out there, the coders and developers that are out there, the people who know how to quote unquote design things, you know, our artists and whatnot, our blurs. Yeah, we're actively looking for y'all. So we're going to be putting together some rooms where we're going to draw you into the room based off of what it is that either we'll be talking about or the people that we'll be bringing to the rooms. Conscious Connections, like I said, I might be going live this week to start the first panel to bring people and start these conversations. We're going to have some beautiful people, some very beautiful people come together on this panel and talk spicy, you know what I mean, about the affairs of the hearts and whatnot. And it's gonna be dope. So look out for that. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, do all of that fly shit, share it and whatnot. Do what you do. Sign up to the Patreon in the Discord, and we will catch up to y'all. All right. We'll see you on Thursday. You dig? Is there anything you want to leave them with?
At Blue Pillar 44, right? At Blue Pillar 44, PILLAR 44. You got to type the whole name out on IG if you want to find me. Blue Pillar 44 on Twitter, right? I got on Twitter. So it's at Blue Pillar 44, Blue Pillar 44 at gmail.com. If you want to shoot me an email or what have you, cosmicdust.com, COZMIKDUST.com, and goldwater.com, GOLDEWATER, right? Shout out to all of the beautiful people who patronized, you know, our table this past strong in. You feel me? They show major love, and we love you. You know what I'm saying? We love you. So I want to say thank you. You know, like he said, born day of for showing some of it to mama as well, because it's really, you know, if your mother gives birth to you on that day, that's her day. You know what I'm saying? She's the birthing vessel. You were born into the world, but she gave birth. So don't leave her out of that ceremony. Celebrate her, edify her, lift her up, let her know that she appreciated it. Even if you've had issues with her, she gave you the most precious thing, my nigga. I mean, if she down from there, she still fulfilled her mandate, and you signed up for it. So we're here because of a choice that we made. You know what I'm saying? And then we got here, and a series of choices have led us up to where we're at in this very moment, to this day. And your first choice that you made was to come here, and to come here through her. So please, like, I know shit ain't easy and it's rough. I can only imagine, because I know the program that we went through as a people in the last 30 years, right? Again, my narrative is not about post-slavery. My narrative is about post-crack era. That's my narrative. That's the shit that I lived through, that I seen decimated
Crack is king.
Our society. And that shit was voluntary and participatory. And niggas who sold crack is federal government contractors. It's just not on the government rolls. So, like, when Biden was telling y'all niggas you got to get the Jabbington too, he was talking to y'all niggas. Feel me? Yeah. So I can only imagine, that some mothers may have been victimized by that. Shit, it's a lot of women that got bit by that bug. And I would imagine that, you know, some of those women might be, you know, parents. So I can imagine that the pain is real. And you've seen things that you can't forget and unsee it and readjust your mental from. But just be thankful that that vessel 9 months, if even, because a lot of people were born premature in that situation as well. But you got here. That was the vehicle that you arrived here through. You know what I'm saying? Show some respect, show some homage. You know, if nothing else, just be appreciative of that particular sacrifice. And then you could work backwards on reconciling all of the other shit that you didn't get. You know what I'm saying? From a person that didn't have it to give at that time. You dig? So with that, peace, love, and light.
And also, leave you with this. We have the Meta Crypto Bundle. For everybody that's been inboxing me, asking me about all of the information about the metaverse and DeFi. There's a lot of people that are, they want crypto for dummies. They want to learn. They want to be part of the conversation. Well,
Seek and ye shall find. Stream chasers, speak your speech. We got you. We got a crypto bundle. It's not going to be here forever, but we have it for a limited time. 12 plus hours of information. We're dealing with the metaverse. We're dealing with NFTs. We're dealing with DeFi, decentralized autonomous organizations. It's all palatable. You know, it's not too much over your heads. You will enjoy the information, and it's information that you could get up and use right now. You could go to these websites. You could take the information and apply it. You could get your money off of DeFi. You could borrow. You could yield from. So many things that you could do. So make your next move your best move. Tap in, money sign, stream chasers with a Z. You feel me? And bring it. Leave your email as well, and we'll send it to you ASAP. Okay. So with that being said, we out. Okay.
Peace. Love and light.
Stay focused. Stay dangerous.